What's going on, Solid Steppers? It's Miss Ward coming to you. Right now I'm headed to Delray Beach. And I'm going to take a look at a KitchenAid. Has a dual evaporator system. I've done my pre-game and my homework. Customer says that the refrigerator's cooling, but the freezer isn't. So y'all know we checking for that leak. We're checking for a leak. We're making sure the valve's doing what it needs to do. And let's see what happens. Like I said, focus where the money is. Right now, the paper's in refrigeration. There's a lot of people that don't do it. I already have my invoice and work order set up for replacement of freezer evaporator, along with dryer, evac, and recharge, as I should, like a professional, so I can get in and out. That's the first job of this morning. My appointment there is at about 7:30, so knock that out. After that, I have a dishwasher. Y'all know how much I love those. In Hollywood, it's one of my long-time customers. And I'll be replacing the board and the UI for her. She just sold her condo on the beach, so you know, it's a trip. I gave this lady this estimate 195 days ago, you know, and she was cool with the fact that the parts went up and everything, so I'm gonna knock her out. After that, I got an LG I gotta knock out. It's not cooling. And then after that, I got 2 Samsungs. That's what the day looks like right now, and that's what's on the books. I try to leave room for emergency calls and places where I can do the weekend markup and things of that nature. So today, I'm looking forward to having a positive day. I apologize, I haven't done a video in a couple of days. I actually did a severe sprain of my ankle at a client's house. I was installing a microwave with one of my subs, and me being round, brown, and trying to be so damn fast. When I walked out the customer's home, I bust my ass, like literally. So it was one of those situations, but you know me. Everybody's like, put your foot up and rest. You know, I've been grinding ever since. In fact, I'm grinding harder. And because I'm blessed to have some subs that stepped up and really kind of picked up the slack for me, I had to really have my focus on managing them where they were doing, because they were picking up jobs that I had sold, but I wasn't able to return to and do additional diagnostics. So shout out to my crew that stepped up and handled all that in stellar fashion. I greatly appreciate you, and I'm so glad that I am blessed to have a team of this caliber. You know, and that's the one thing y'all have to understand. Managing subs is a whole different thing. Like, when I look at my subs, each one has like a different, I have one, I love him to death, but he get on my last nerve. So I have to manage him in a way that he doesn't get on my nerves, because I'll be ready to fire him every 5 seconds. So what I do is I look at his temperament, I look at the things I know he's good at, and I kind of try to leave him in that lane. I also know he's eternally late. Like, he's a grown man, so I have to tell him the jobs like 2 hours in advance so I can make sure he gets somewhere in the window. I mean, it's just manipulation at its best, but the reality is we're in a day and age of the gig economy, and if you think you can structure and discipline people in places they're not disciplined, you're insane. The only way you can do that is to grow your own help, and that's my future goal. My future goal is to have a training facility where we can groom and grow people, give them all the tools they need to be successful. They have the option of coming to work into the company or going out on their own, because this is the future. The reality is people want to be able to have some control, or let's put this out here, semblance of control. Once you understand what the market needs, you need to fashion your product appropriately, but also you got to make sure you can deliver on that product. You got a lot of people throwing courses up and throwing this up and that up, but the reality is that I have several testimonies of my consulting and coaching where people are just giving us kudos because we really care. We keep it small, and we only deal with certain clients. There are prerequisites. Like, for instance, if you don't know what you want to do, I'm going to tell you now, don't waste your money. All right? Because I don't want to hear anything about It was this way, it was that way. Well, the point was you weren't prepared for the conversation. You just throwing money at the wall, seeing if it's going to stick, if it's going to trigger something. I tell everybody, appliance repair is hard work. This is not something you're going to get in, make a quick buck and get out, you know? If you're very good at managing people and subs, yeah, you do good, but you better have a bankroll, because the reality is you're going to have to go through a lot of them. You got people who've been doing this for 50 years. Literally, these companies that run around 30, 14, 15, all these years, and they don't have it down to a science, because they understand that the pool is small. And to be able to have a tech that has a work ethic, has a discipline, somebody you don't have to babysit, like, that's a whole situation. And in order to have that, there are certain things that have to be in place. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, yeah, I got 5 subs and, you know, it's always I get this done. You know, yeah, I'm going to tell you, yeah, I have Uber drop off the parts. I do this and that. But, you know, most of my subs, except for a few, have full-time jobs. So they work for me part-time. So I'm simply supplementing their income because their jobs suck. You know, I'm blessed enough to where they understand the value. When they go work for me, they're going to make in a couple of hours what they would have made all day. But that is the business proposition. They also have another standard of accountability, you know, and it's sad because look, some of them, I look at the work that they do, and if they work for me, permanently, like literally work for me as an employee, they couldn't work for me. And it's simply because when I show up, I have a certain amount of excellence, and I'm on top of them about that stuff. Like, look, I don't care what you do at your job, but when you come do a project for Miss Ward, there's a level of expectation and there's a bar I have set. This is why my customers eat out the palm of my hand, because I am always responding to their calls and text messages in an articulate, intelligent fashion. I have all the answers when they respond, and if I don't, I have a response to say, look, give me a moment, let me check into that, and I'll get back with you. You know, when you actually answer the phone, shout out to Erica Williams, one of my great mentors, it's phenomenal. You know, you already 99% ahead of the game. You answer the phone to schedule an appointment, there go to business. Now the key is I am really specific about the clientele I deal with, because I'm very hands-on. I'm not going in certain environments. If you know, I'ma just keep it a buck. If your home value ain't X, Y, and Z, I'm not going. And it's nothing personal. I'm not dealing with renters and landlords. I have some luxury rental people I deal with, but they have an established relationship of paying me in advance, or if they don't, you know, they've never stiffed me. Like, I'm not gonna be checking, man, I'm not running behind a diagnostic fee, never. If you don't pay me, you're not the do not serve list, and then you solidify how I already feel about certain zip codes and areas. I'm not going in that. Like, I'm not. You know, what's so funny is when I go into these establishments, people always think I'm the employee, and I'm okay with that, because I am the damn employee, you know? And I conduct myself like a professional. I conduct myself in a way that people always want to do business with me. Now, if I go in and I get a jacked up vibe, I'm going to conduct myself in a way where I'm going to be professional, but I'm going to be very hands-off, because I've already surmised the fact that you're not my customer. Let's just be clear about my customer. They're a high-earning potential person who understands the value of their time. They want you to execute, they want to pay for the service, and they want it done in a timely manner. They want you to be respectful of their space and their home and their time. It's that simple. And I prefer that they're internet savvy, so they can look up anything they need. They can respond via text, photos and images, and that they can provide an articulate description of what's wrong with it. Yes, I'm very specific, because that's who the hell I am. So I hate to say it, I'm serving people who are basically like me. You know, it's like I don't question when I go somewhere. I pay what I need to pay, and I expect the service to reflect that. Now, when you don't measure up to what them dollars I spend, I got 2 ways to deal with this. I don't do business with you anymore, number one. Number two, I don't go to Google and jack you down. I mean, I've seen people do, I even had a customer do it to me, give me a 1 star. Do you think I care? I don't, because I understand that I am an anomaly in the business, that I'm articulate and I handle myself well, and that if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it in a way that 99% of my competitors can. There are certain gifts I have, I'm very clear about it, I'm proud of it, and I monetize it. I'm very clear about that. So you need to find your gift, you need to monetize that. I'm telling you, man, it doesn't make any sense for anybody to be struggling, ever, you know? And then once you monetize it, learn how to manage your money. Like, it's that simple. Like, people, you need to pick your lane. It didn't matter what lane, whether I picked trucking, appliance repair, pressure washing, whatever I did, I was going to do well. And it has nothing to do with arrogance. It has to do with confidence and my work ethic. How many people out here grinding 7 days a week? Not only am I working on this business, I'm working on my YouTube channel, my courses, my consultation. I'm doing everything I need to do to be successful. And I'm not taking no for an answer. It's not going to happen, man. Man, this is sad right here. Look at this, man. Jesus. This is crazy. This is crazy. Man, I'm glad I didn't leave early. Woo! You never know when that could be you. You never know. God bless them. I hope ain't nobody hurt. Ooh-wee. And then look at this clown. Like it's going to make it better for his dumb ass to speed. Boy, I'm telling you. I-95. Here we go. The drama has begun. 7:16 a.m. Man, that's crazy. Woo. I had to take a moment, y'all. Pray for him. Anyway, like I said, y'all, this is how my Saturday is starting. I had a phenomenal week. Everybody that's sitting their testimonials, I want to send, you know who you are. I don't like to say, you know, certain people I say their name because that's who the hell I am, because I got that relationship. But I don't like to put everybody on blast because I realize YouTube going to be up for a long ass time in some cases. And recently I done witnessed some people going back and digging up some stuff on some other people and call themselves trying to shame them and really just using those people as a stepping stone to their own channel. It's crazy, man. This cancel culture is crazy. These people need to get out and do some real damn work and get a life. So at the end of the day, let me tell you, build your own economy. Have multiple streams of income so you can tell these people FU money is real, okay? Just plant your money where you need to plant it so it's constantly growing. You know, I ain't out here grinding because I have to. I'm grinding because I got goals and there are multiple cash flowing assets that I need to acquire in order for me to have some sort of comfort in my mind. Now, knowing my ass, I'll be doing this till I'm 99 because I'm just built that way. Like right now, people can't believe I had the sub I was working with. My ankle was sprained and swollen. He just could not believe I kept grinding. I kept grinding that whole day. Next day I got up, boom, boom, boom. I had 2 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? I ain't complaining. I'm just glad I can go. See, this is the difference between me and so many people. Like, some people use that as an excuse not to go hard. I'm going to go harder because now I got some kind of handicap. Now I'm really supposed to have a problem. Not in my world, not me. But with that said, y'all, I'm going to get my mind right, get my meditation in order so when I walk into this customer's home, I'm going to hit this home run. I've already located my parts. I already got my people in mind that's going to knock out the job. Unfortunately, if it is the evaporator, it's not readily available. It's something I won't be able to get until like Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday. But the reality is, at least I got a game plan. Do you have a game plan? Talk to y'all later. All right, steppers, you know what we do. Keep stepping.